Yeah, what's going on, TTC? It's be your boy Sykopath, aka Iron Skin, aka your favorite trash talker's favorite trash talker. And I'm back up in this bitch. Well, kinda, just a little something, know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Just a little something. This ain't no hate week video. I ain't laying no hate down this week. What we got? We got the Falcons. I ain't got no hate for the Falcons. I mean, not to mention, we not doing shit right now. Shit, I believe they got the same record as us, so they ain't doing shit either. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it hurting them a whole lot more than it's hurting us, though, because, you know, they had Super Bowl expectations. They had Super Bowl expectations for like the last 4-5 years. But this year more so than any, I think. This year more so than any, I think the Falcon fans really, really believe this was their year. But I can't say that because they believe that last. But this year, like being the house, last year they was real close to going to a Super Bowl. And this year, yeah, it's just complete collapse. I feel they pain because we had something similar like that happen to us in 99. 99, we won division. We should have went to the NFC Championship game. A bad snap when we was trying to kick the winning field goals. A bad snap, motherfucker fumbled it, and then we never even got the field goal kick off. You know what I'm saying? We make that field goal, we in the NFC Championship game. We probably would have won, I believe, because we was a good matchup for the Rams that year, believe it or not. We had a really good balanced team. That's why we were so gassed up in 2000 going into the following year, because we added on some new pieces that was supposed to send us over the top. We added old ass Sheon and Bruce Smith, and you know what I mean, signed Jeff George and all this old other. God, please don't even get me started with that. But anyway, I digress. I'm getting way off motherfucking topic. Other than that, I'm sure they hurting a little bit more than us because you know it was kind of like Super Bowl bust for them, and yeah, you know what I'm saying. But other than that, it's like, you know, what are we really trash talking about? I mean, like, there's really nothing to even really be trash talking about. I saw Augie's video. Augie must saw my Facebook status and shit the other day, and I went on a little, you know, a couple of little tirades on Facebook or whatever, so to speak. Just this is what I really want to talk about. This whole Mike Shanahan situation, son. Man, this whole Mike Shanahan-RG3 situation is so draining. It's so draining. I can't take it anymore. I really can't take it anymore. Word up. I mean, and you know, hindsight is 20/20. But looking back at everything, everything after this week just fell into place. Everything that just didn't make sense to me earlier this year, after this week, all just fell into place. I remember arguing with a few Redskins fans during the preseason. Not, you know, nothing serious, but you know, just, you know, disagreeing. You know what I mean? Like, you know, disagreeing, debating or whatever. Like, cause you know, you had some Redskins fans that kind of like agreed with Mike Shanahan's decision of not playing RG3 in the preseason, and you had some of the fans like me, myself, that was wondering, why is he not taking a few snaps in the preseason? Like, why couldn't he get a series here, a series there, you know, just to try to catch him up to game speed? Because, you know, he was coming off injury and everything, you know, would have been good to try to knock some of the rust off. And not to mention, he's a second-year quarterback, so, I mean, he can use the reps regardless. Even without the injury, he can use the reps because he's only his second year. And, you know, I questioned that, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, a lot of Redskins fans agreed with it. Oh, well, you know, he can't get with it if he gets hurt and all that things. I'm like, listen, I am a firm believer of this is football. We cannot, he's going to get hit. There's nothing we can do about that. We cannot be sitting up here paranoid about him getting hit and expect to put, like, what are we supposed to do with him? Our job is to get him out there and get him ready to play. And I don't feel like we did a good job at that. Then we just threw him in cold turkey Monday Night Football against the Eagles, and we saw what happened there. He didn't look good at all. He looked rusty. He looked like it was his first game back from surgery and everything else. Like he was not up to game speed, and it showed. But I remember arguing with some Redskins fans and saying, like, to me it seemed like he was doing that shit out of spite. It seemed like Mike Shanahan got upset at the whole way, and I couldn't really blame him if he did get upset, because like I'm not going to excuse RG3 from none of this. He's to blame for some of it. What him and his father did in the offseason, talking about blaming Mike Shanahan, so to speak, about RG3's injury. And I actually had Shanahan's back on that. I was on some shit like, RG3 wanted to go out there. He wanted to go. It's not like Mike Shanahan put him out there against his will. He wanted to go out there. He asked him, was he good? He said he was good. So Mike Shanahan believed him and put him out there. Now, this is where RG3 was wrong at, because at the end of the day, he should have owned that. He should have owned that. He should have came up and said, no, don't blame Shanahan. That was on me. I told him I was good. I felt like I was good to go. And I told him that, and he trusted me and put me back out there. He should have ate all that, and he didn't eat that. He threw it off on Shanahan. Now, all season long, we got to hear all this little, undertone turmoil going on between him and Shanahan now because of this. And to me, it seemed like when we got to the preseason, Shanahan remembered all that. And we all know Shanahan could be a spiteful son of a bitch. And that's exactly what happened. He ended up, sitting RG3 all preseason just to spite him. So he had him. So he pretty much already had him he pretty much already kept him down and everything all preseason long, then just threw him out to the wolves, cold turkey. And and that was a little bit childish to me. But Shanahan has been known to do childish shit in the past. It's nothing new. His little pompous attitude's getting very old, because he's supposed to be able to put that behind him and keep it pushing for the betterment of the team, and he didn't. And all these little stupid little stories leaking out about this, that, and the third. All these little, just the stupidest little stories too. Just non-relevant shit that's not even football related. Just little stupid stuff that's getting leaked out just to keep the motherfucking circus in town, keep the ESPN people all something to talk about, and they first topics of their shows and everything else, just to kind of keep the drama going. All these little stories was leaking out, and I believe they was leaking out through the Shanahan camp. I believe every negative story that leaked out this year from them quote unquote unnamed sources was coming from the Shanahan camp. I believe that. I believe that now. I also believe that Mike Shanahan at this point, I'm skipping over stuff. Let me address the whole Shanahan story, the latest story that dropped right an hour before kickoff. Come think about it. An hour before kickoff, granted, this story leaks. Now, it doesn't take rocket science to know this was purposely done. This was purposely done, right? So he leaks this story about how he said he had his bags packed up and ready to go last year at the end of the season because of he didn't like the relationship that when I say him, I mean RG3 and Mike Shanahan has. They was too chummy for him, for his liking. Now I went trying to find out some of the stuff that's so treated like, because I keep hearing these motherfuckers, RG3 is a diva, he's this, he's the diva, and everything else, and I just wasn't seeing it. So I went and I looked. I'm like, okay, well, the relationship between him and I dug up all this stuff, and they is basing this off of the fact that it was a story out. Now, mind you, this has been denied, but I don't know if I'm not going to sit up here and act like, you know, it's not possibly true. It could be, I don't know. But there's stories go floating around saying that RG3 wife got a ride from the owner. For, like, I think Danny sent the limo out for RG3's wife to escort her to the game, to a football game. I believe it was a road game too, if I ain't mistaken. I could be wrong, but I believe it was a road game. Pick her up at the hotel and take her to the road game. Now, I don't see what the big deal is. I'm gonna tell you why. Walk with me. I'm not saying we just gonna play devil's advocate and say this story is true. I'm gonna tell you why I don't see the big deal in this. I don't see the big deal in this story because, one, what if the ride was offered to him? Was he supposed to not say no? Was he supposed to say no? She's good. She's going to take a cab. I mean, like, who's going to turn down a free ride? but real talk. Let's think about this for a second. His wife got a ride to a game, and that's what got Mike Shanahan in the uproar. Is that what got people calling him a diva? You gonna tell me that if Robert Kraft went and sent for a limo for Michelle Boomchin or whatever the fuck that bitch name is, that little anorexic chick, the model chick, yeah, his wife, he sat there and sent a limo for her to take her to a road game to sit up in the press office with him, excuse me. Is that going? That story wouldn't make it out of. That story wouldn't make it into print. I promise you it wouldn't. But no, RG3 wife gets a ride, and all of a sudden it's national news because his wife got a ride to a football game, to sit in the press box with Danny. Now, I could understand how some of the players might feel some type of way, because, you know, they looking at it as, well, you know, he's getting special treatment because my wife didn't get picked up with no limo, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. Okay, fine. Okay, I understand the players might be feeling some type of way. I can get that. But let's keep it a stack here. Every quarterback in the NFL gets special treatment. Oh yeah, your quarterback too. Yeah, he gets special treatment. Way more special treatment than any other player on your team. And it's been like that since the 30s. Actually, you know what? I'll take it back to the 20s. It's been like that since, what's that? The Ghost, motherfucker, the Ghost. I forgot his name. I forgot the Galloping Ghost. Yeah, ever since him. Yeah, ever since back then. I mean, like, ever since those days, the quarterback gets special treatment. Actually, back then, the star player got special treatment, but eventually the star player became the quarterback once the forward pass took off. I ain't gonna give y'all no history lesson about the NFL. Y'all get what the hell I'm saying. This is a quarterback thing. This ain't an RG3 thing. I'm just bugging out that everybody's bringing to light all this dumbness. What, he got a parking spot in the tunnel, so he don't have to walk through all that press and everything that's looking to hound him and ask him 1,000,001 questions just so whenever he responds, they can sit up here and try to nitpick every little thing he says. Oh wait, RG3 said this. Well, I don't like that he said that. I don't like how he said that. He said that, but his body language said this, and blah, blah, blah. And everybody trying to psychoanalyze everything this young man's doing. I don't have a problem with him having his car in the tunnel so he can just drive through all that madness and get away from all them stupid idiots asking all them dumbass questions, trying to psychoanalyze them. I don't blame him for that. I don't have a problem with that. He answered all them questions up in the press conference, but they still stalk all the other players. They stalk everybody leading all the way up to their car. If RG3 was walking all the way up to his car and he had to walk through the parking lot like everybody else, the media motherfuckers wouldn't leave him the hell alone. So on that note, I don't have a problem with it. He shouldn't be worried about them stupid idiots. That's them idiots' problem. That ain't an RG3 problem. That's them idiots' problem. They mad because they ain't got no quotes. That's what they mad about. So all of a sudden they calling him a fucking diva because he not giving them the quotes that they want, because he's driving straight through them instead of walking by them like everybody else. They don't want no quotes from everybody else. They want quotes from him, so they mad. So it's just a lot of RG3 bashing and piling on. Then you got these little stupid haters over here. Got these haters. Oh, yeah, since you wanted me to mention you, Bill. Got this little hater ass Smurf fan over here, Bill. Motherfucking son of a bitch. You know what the fuck I'm talking about over here on Facebook. This son of a bitch over here, he blames RG3 for every fucking thing. Everything. You should see some of these haters. Oh my God, these haters. Especially after we lost to the Smurfs. Oh my God. Oh, it was RG3 this. It was RG3 that. RG3. Yeah, I know RG3 was the one who did a bad snap. And he's the punter who kicked the ball 13 yards. All of 13 yards. I don't even want to get on the special teams. He the one who's covering the motherfuckers in special teams. Yeah, that's RG3 doing that. RG3 is the one up there playing defense who giving up all those run yards, right? Yeah, that was RG3. Yeah, I know. RG3 is the safety out there that can't stop getting motherfucking penalties from hitting motherfuckers too goddamn high. That was RG3 who did all that, right? Yeah, I know. That's RG3. Matter of fact, you know what? It's RG3's fault that RG3 sat back, dropped back, throw a ball, and didn't run out there and catch the ball his goddamn self. He's supposed to know how to catch his own passes. How does RG3 not know how to catch his own passes? How does RG3 not know how to play special teams? How does RG3 not know how to play defense? And how does RG3 not know how to punt the goddamn ball? He ain't no real quarterback. Where's Sammy Ball when you need him? We need a quarterback in here with some versatility, because apparently that's what quarterbacks are supposed to do nowadays. And if they don't do that, then they get crucified. This is his second season. He had one good year. He had one bad year. Let's give the man time to grow. I remember Cam Newton lit it up his first year. Last year he didn't, not so much. This year, he had a bounce back year. He's carried his team, looks like trying to carry his team to the playoffs. He got a good shot at doing it. I mean, so, like, while you got these, like I said, the RG3 haters is loving this because they sitting up here, they acting like they like, oh, look, everything. Listen, calm the fuck down. Calm the fuck down. If we was basing everybody's career off 2 seasons, Joe Montana would have never, y'all wouldn't even know who the hell Joe Montana was today. Joe Montana would have been packing bags and groceries some motherfucking where, and his ass would have never had a bus in Canton if we was judging this off 2 seasons. Go look up Joe Montana's stats in 2 years. His first 2 seasons. Please. Stop it, people. Stop it. Can't be serious, man. It's only his second year. I'm tired of media. But like I said, the media is just tacky. Everything's RG3 this, RG3 that. Everything's RG3. I mean, so Falcon fans, if you're still listening, thank the Lord for our season right here. Because if it wasn't for our season being as bad as it was, y'all be the motherfuckers they'd be tearing down every motherfucking day at the top of each show. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm up on here, man. Actually, I'm up off here. I just wanted to talk about this whole situation. You know what I'm saying? You know, Falcon fans, I ain't got no hate for y'all. I don't really care who wins this game, be honest with you. I don't even care. I don't even care. We damned if we do, damned if we don't. So it's like, really, I mean, I guess I want to win. I do want to win because I would like to stick it to the Rams a little bit. But regardless, they getting a decent pick from us regardless. But that's a whole nother video. I'm about to be up off here. You know what I mean? Y'all already know what time it is. It's still HTTR every day, all day. Y'all already know. Scream at your boy. I'm